Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a quick look here again at Chainlink, seeing what's going on. We're going to talk a little bit about potential for pullback if that were to happen, just kind of what that would look like if it were to. We're going to take a quick look at the back end data here as well, kind of just get perspective on big picture and see what's going on with the liquidation heat map. In fact, we can talk about that really quick, just kind of note. It has changed a little bit since yesterday. We got a lot more longs here in the market, which makes sense, of course, because obviously the price bounced off this key level here at about 14.6, but we can see a lot of liquidation at 1445, 1450 range. There's half amount of shorts in this range at about 1525, so we're kind of working ourselves into this little channel here so far. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Quickly to note, I want to let you know I'm getting ridiculously good feedback from my members utilizing Bitunix exchange. Phenomenal exchange. Use my link to register, you'll get some healthy deposit rewards and some trading competition bonus rewards. They have like loot boxes, it's a lot of fun, but the main thing we're using them for is because there's no KYC or VPN requirement. So it's a fantastic option for our US and Canadian members. So be sure to check that out if you'd like. Links down below, of course. I do highly recommend them. I like them myself personally. They're my new go-to exchange because again, I love ByBit, or no, sorry, that's years ago. I like Bitget, but unfortunately they have full KYC requirements, so kind of not an option anymore. All right, again, if you have questions, jump on down to comments. In fact, before we get going here, like, subscribe, and follow the video. Greatly appreciate you watching. Thanks again so much for your support. So let's talk about the daily here. We got a MACD divergence on the horizon. This is typically an ominous sign. This hasn't happened yet. It's not official. Keep in mind it could just bounce right off and continue higher. There's usually a bearish sign when that switches gears here. In other words, it shifts from bearish to bullish, okay? Or inverse rather, bullish to bearish. We see here previously, if you kind of see, this is what it looks like when it's positive, when the price action shoots up. We can see obviously the start of the beginning here. This was the beginning, and is it the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end? We don't know yet, obviously, but that is typically something you want to pay attention to. Okay, so again, very, very small indication that doesn't matter just yet. We're above all four moving averages. Really see nothing here on the daily that's like a negative. Money flow index is still high. RSI is in the perfect range between 50 and 70. We really just have to identify in the 4-hour time frame what's going on here with this coin and essentially understand, best and worst case scenario. So we got to recognize we're kind of hitting this 50 and the 20-day simple moving average spot. Okay, we got this previous resistance level too. The price broke above, kind of sort of playing limbo here at that level. So we can note that is an important level from previous day closes. That's where we drew this line out here from before. We can also note too that we got a lot of volume support at 1450. You kind of put all this together here, it makes sense why we're range bound and we have a lot of liquidation right here and liquidation like right here. Okay, so I am not surprised to see this at this point. It's kind of that natural, testing the water, so to speak, because we haven't officially converged on the MACD either, right? So we're trying to swing upwards, we haven't yet, and we're kind of stuck in this little range here. But again, 0.5 on Fibonacci holding the price action in place. RSI is up over 50, but still kind of testing it, and we got the money flow index still very low. Okay, so this is a concern for me because we don't have enough volume to warrant this leg up, and without volume, we could very well see the price turn around. So my speculation is that this could actually, in fact, be the reality of what we're looking at here for the near future. If we cannot close above this level here to say $15 or higher, if we close at below $15, we're going to be in a situation where the price action will probably pull back because it doesn't have enough volume to get through this resistance zone. Okay? While we are tentatively above this volume profile, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work as a support. It can absolutely work as a resistance. Okay? So just some friendly advice here. I would recommend being patient and waiting. I'm leaning slightly more towards short versus long, but I don't like taking trades at this exact moment. Okay, so I'm going to wait on the sidelines. Again, if the last 20 years of trading has taught me anything, it's to be patient, not to FOMO in. Oh my goodness, I'm missing out on some opportunities here. You know what? I'll tell you what, the whole entire market's missed opportunity, all right? You'll never catch it all. So please recognize, try not to get your head spinning right now with just a bunch of FOMO. It's never a good thing. Either way, if the price does pull back and this is the highest point, this is essentially our ABC pattern for Elliott Wave. If this is the lowest point, which it should have been, then we're going to establish a lower high and a lower low after. Okay? I would say that 1.618 is the most common characteristic, but I think it's very egregious to expect $10. We're probably more so looking at this 0.618 level, so $13 should be the next low. We could even come down just to say a double bottom and continue. You got to keep in mind, just because our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fulfills itself does not mean that ABC has to. It just implies it's a larger and statistically higher probability, okay? All right, taking a look at probabilities, let's take a quick look at our HMO Cloud. This is a confirming factor for me. I rarely take trades when things are not the way that they're supposed to be. And you can see how premature we are here. We're not even above the cloud yet. Conversion or lagging span's barely free from the price action, but it'll intersect with the next 12 hours. And then, of course, we got the conversion line above the baseline. So we have one positive contributing factor here, letting us know we have good momentum. And there's no doubt about it, we do. But is it enough to continue higher? Is this volume enough to maintain? To me, it's not. We're staying below the moving average. We're not quite fully fulfilled on the money flow index on the 4-hour. There's really not a lot of reasons why this coin should go much higher. The only reason why it would is if we see a large inflow of money, or we see Bitcoin persevere and push to 37, 38,000. That would take the cake. If none of that happens, the price will continue lower. Okay, that's generally what we're looking at there. Again, that's what I see here on the charts. You tell me what your thoughts are here. I'd love to hear it. Again, if you have an emotional bias for this coin, I'm sorry in advance. That's not how you should be trading. So again, maybe try to omit any type of thoughts there and how much you love this coin, because you can love something to death and it'll still leave you, right? The price can still go down. So either way, I hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. Please help us grow the community. Link down below for jumping on over to our premium group. We got a few slots left there as well. Congrats to our community members here for some phenomenal trade profits recently. We milked the heck out of Solana long here, 56% on a 5x leverage trade at 13 hours. And yesterday was nice for some shorts. We got ETH, Link, and Bitcoin shorts. Keep in mind that Bitcoin, that Link short was from 5 days ago, and we have since taken majority of our profits, so we're just kind of letting the rest ride. I'm confident we'll probably still hit our targets if we don't see any extra money coming in this coin. All right, again, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something here today. Have a good one. Take care.